Welcome to a new daily top AskReddit video. Today's topic.
What's an important lesson you learned the hard way? 1,000 is not a lot of money to have but is a lot of money to owe. $100 is simultaneously a lot more than I thought it was as a kid, while also being a lot less than I thought it was as a kid. The quote is cliché for a reason. It's true. $20 is an adult dollar. Money doesn't exist until the deposit hits your bank account, and business promises mean nothing until legal documents are signed. I'd like to add that the strength of a legal document is dictated by one's willingness to sue. Bingo. You have to be ready to take someone to court for specific performance and punitive damages. My dad made a deal using a crane manufacturer as an importer on the East Coast for some machinery we were jointly representing. Ended up that we had to sue his ass and keep on him for 2 years before he ended up paying us anything for the work we did on his behalf. Learn when to stop drinking and call it a night. This one takes some unfortunate trial and error. Just wish I'd learned before the error. Just because a person with authority tells you to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. I once had 2 border agents shouting mutually exclusive instructions at me while trying to re-enter the country. Anytime I did what one said, the other would yell and tell me to do the opposite. Where was the border? Dental care is expensive! Exclamation mark. Never be lazy with oral hygiene. And dental problems are extremely painful. Confounded face. Can confirm. Was headbutted at a pub when I was 16 and had months of dentist appointments to try and keep my teeth in place. Also had to live off milkshakes for 2 to 3 months because my front teeth were too wobbly to bite into anything. Lucky my mum got me dental insurance a few weeks before the assault took place. Lol. Don't let love blind your eyes. Red flags are real. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou. When you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. BoJack Horseman. Wanda. BoJack Horseman. It's possible to make no wrong moves and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Stand up for yourself. If you get in the habit of letting people walk all over you, it'll be extremely difficult to reverse. Even if you're not confident, just fake it till you make it. It was shamed and punished out of me as a child, and it is so hard relearn it now. I kind of feel like I'm just now getting the hang of it, but man, it's been painful. For me, it was shamed and punished by narcissistic parents, but I caught on to how fucked up it was at a young age and went kinda crazy overcorrecting. It was around the same time as some of the earlier internet prototypes of Andrew Tate's cult started popping up, and people starting referring to desperate to overcompensate for having a tiny dick, or whatever other crippling insecurity behavior as alpha. Pissed everyone off. Told myself they were just betas that can't handle alphas like me. Yeah, I know, lol. Eventually realized how fucked up my behavior was and overcorrected again, and like clockwork, started getting walked on again until years of abuse by everyone from family to work colleagues and supervisors and such got me scrambling to try and find some sort of sane gray area that involves standing up for myself against narcissists and other types of control freaks, but also trying not to be such a toxic weird ass about everything. I'm tired of playing this revolving door game. Never have kids with someone you don't want in your life forever. To add, contraception is never the other person's responsibility. It is not even 50-50. It is 100%, 100%. Also ensure that they also want you in their life forever. You are not your emotions. You are an awareness who observes them. I usually don't comment a lot, but this sounds profound. Could you please elaborate or provide more similar lines of thought? Quotes. Let's say you're afraid. You don't have to act afraid. You can observe the fear. Take time to understand where it is coming from, and take logical action based on that observation. You don't have to be a slave to your fear. Anger. Whatever emotion. I am still learning this. But if someone does something that makes me angry, I can feel anger and not be ashamed of it. But I can also choose not to react out of anger. I can take a moment. I can reflect. I can then communicate with that person as a more grounded version of myself, with compassion for both them and myself. This is an important tenet of Buddhism. Think of your thoughts and emotions as clouds in the sky. The sky is always the same even if it is obscured by clouds, but the clouds will always pass. There is no such thing as a continuous never-ending storm in the same area forever. It will always pass and the sun will shine again one day. Don't take the metaphor too literally, as yes, parts of the earth will have darkness for months on end. Given that the clouds are always changing, it's best to not get super bummed out or super happy about them. Therefore, let's enjoy, be accepting of the thunderstorms, the cloudy days, and the beautiful sunny days. Your family doesn't always have your best interest at heart. Sometimes, family are just a bunch of bad PPL who are biologically related to you. I wouldn't even call that family. Just blood relatives. Sometimes, a found family is worth far more than a blood relation. Using substances to cope is actually the opposite of coping, and the only thing you can be sure of is the eventuality of everything blowing up in your face. 139 days sober. 298 days and 3 different states since I left my addiction behind. It gets easier every single day. My entire life came crashing down in a viciously quick fashion. 298 days ago, and I'm the happiest I've been in a decade. Congratulations on 139 days. I love that for you. 813 days here. Every day trends easier, hard days still happen. Look at the hard days and compare how you would have reacted to how you react now. Even the bad shit is better when you're sober. Just need to readjust to the idea that you don't need to be happy and entertained 100% of the time. And that you are strong enough to sit along with your thoughts and discomforts without numbing them out.